Hey man, what's going on, man? It's your boy KSMG back with another video, man, and today, you can tell by the thumbnail, you can tell by the title, exactly what's going on, bro. Back with another discussion video, man. This may be the last discussion video we do for a while. Discussion videos will always have their place on the channel, but for right now, man, for this topic anyway, and that topic is Marvel's Avengers, man. This may be the last one just for a while. I want to wait to see the next roadmap, to see the characters coming out, so we can kind of know which direction we're going in before I start making more moveset predictions for these other characters. And you know, we may not get them now. I'm a very optimistic, positive person, and I have a feeling we're going to be getting all these characters with due time, man. You know, as we get into the next year, they're already starting to go back into the studio, the devs and people working on this game. So by next year, I feel like we're going to get way more of a faster pace. I think honestly after Spider-Man, when he's finally in the game and said and done, man, I feel like the characters and events and everything is going to be coming out at a way a better pace. But yeah, man, let's get into today's topic, man. Captain Marvel. This is the last character I think we're going to be getting, where we're going to wrap up this whole Cosmic Cube Kree situation, man. I feel like the Cosmic Cube will always have its place. The Cosmic Cube is pretty much the equivalent to the Tesseract in the MCU, and so I feel like the Cosmic Cube is always going to be there. You know, we might end up seeing characters like Loki come in trying to get the Cosmic Cube later on, or maybe during this whole, you know, Winter Soldier, She-Hulk, War Machine, all these characters coming in. You know, there's always going to be, you know, a villain in the mix. You know, we're not going to get these characters month to month. We're going to have different, you know, events and certain things in between. So always remember, it can be, you know, villains coming in. We can see Loki somewhere here, other type of events. Maybe we can have a Red Room Part 2 where we actually see Yelena. We can have some more maybe something for Captain America with Winter Soldier. Anything can really happen, man. But let's get into Captain Marvel, bro. Before we start, as always, if you're new, this is a gaming let's play channel, as well as discussions like this, occasional reactions, man. We love to have fun over here. So subscribe today and let's get into it. Carol Danvers, bro. I mean, I'm like 99% sure she's coming to this game. I mean, it's not, you know, nothing is confirmed, nothing is, you know, set in stone right now, but you know, she's been teased throughout the game. Already has her character model in the game, in the posters. Captain America mentioned her, man. Kamala is always talking about her. We seen a picture of her Miss Marvel outfit in the back, man. And that's another thing, before I get into it, I forgot to say this for She-Hulk, but we know they have, you know, I don't really care about the hair in the game, but for characters like She-Hulk, man, we know She-Hulk has long hair, bro, so it's gonna be interesting to see what they do for that. Hopefully it's good enough, but I don't know. Anyway though, man, Captain Marvel is always mentioned. Captain America in the first mission of the game, of the main campaign, said that she was off-world, so I definitely think that her it's gonna be an expansion as well. I think it's gonna be the next big expansion with this whole Kree invasion happening. And maybe when Captain America said she was off-world, she could have been handling some type of business with the Kree, or doing some type of, you know, handling that situation, and maybe she heard that the Avengers were dead or something, and she's just now getting that information, well, you know, supposed to be dead, and broke apart and all this yada yada yada. And maybe she's on her way back to Earth, and maybe during that time, when we're about to get her, we're trying to contact her, you know, so we need her help and information about the Kree and all that, but she's already heading towards us maybe, and then we meet in the middle, and we prepare for this Kree invasion, man, because she's definitely going to be a big help with this, man. I'm really excited to see how they do it. As far as expansion, I really hope this will be another expansion, adding way more spots. I always forget to mention locations when it comes to these characters, but I do think certain locations could be or should be, I guess, added into the game with certain characters coming in, and Captain Marvel is one of those characters, man. I want to see some space, you know, locations, man, up there wherever the, I don't know, the Kree lane, what is it called, Kree land, I don't know, but even like, you know, nowhere, some more Guardians of the Galaxy spots, because one thing I always say for these characters is many connections to, you know, a lot of other characters, and one for Captain Marvel is the Guardians of the Galaxy, you know. That's why I was kind of disappointed when we found out that those two games, Marvel Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy, weren't connected. You know, there's a Kree sentry right in the beginning of the Guardians trailer, but you never know, they can still hint to the Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe just won't be in that universe. So always should get teasers from there. And in my last video, I was talking about War Machine and how their connection was going on, so that's something that maybe Crystal Dynamics can touch at, maybe point at for another potential reason why Captain Marvel is coming and helping us out, man, because you know, War Machine and Carol Danvers, they have their actual romantic relationship in the comics. That could be another something else they can kind of, touch on in this game. But that's that for the story and the connections, man. I feel like I was saying last video, with these characters, there's always teasers that could lead to potential characters coming in, like the whole West Coast Avengers thing. Actually, if you look at some of, I think, Kate Bishop's deep dive, you know how they show the comics in the background and stuff? If you look at some of these comic covers, you see West Coast Avengers comics with America Chavez on it. Now, I know it's probably because Kate Bishop is in it and they were close, but I mean, why choose that specific comic? You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just a small something, and I'm not really looking into it that deep, but you never know. Now let's get into the moveset though, man. Let's stop talking about the story. Pretty sure you guys can know a good story for her coming in. It's got to do something with the Kree. But her moveset. First off, we know Captain Marvel is very, very strong, man. Fast, very durable, all that stuff, man. All the good stuff. So we know her combos. I'm thinking of her combos should be like very, not too fast, but kind of like, I don't know, I kind of want to see her floating a little bit as she's punching, like for her standard combat. Like she can go into her light attacks, punching, yada yada yada, and maybe like to finish a combo she'll float a little bit, almost like she's not towering over you, but she's kind of over you, kind of dominating you, you know what I'm saying, in a weird way. I can't explain it right, but the way I picture it in my head looks cool, you know what I'm saying. Definitely a whole lot of energy type moves, energy type punches. I never really seen her kick too much like that. It's mainly punches, and you know what I'm saying, maybe she could, she is a flying character, maybe she can do some of her moves, like if she hold triangle or hold square, maybe she can fly an enemy up, throw him down or punch him down, something crazy that involves a lot of energy and flying and stuff like that. Next up, let's talk about her range, bro. Now for her range, we know she got the photon blast and she shoots energy and all that type of stuff, man. So definitely want to see some type of photon blast. I don't think it's gonna be you know how most people have the 3 sets of something. I feel like for Captain Marvel it won't be that way. I think it will just be just photon blast throughout. Maybe there is another type of photon blast she can do. That's the only type of projectile thing I know of her doing. So if you guys know any other type of blast she can shoot, let me know. But I mean, they can always maybe have a different energy base photon blast. Like you have one version, and 2 other versions that can do different damage, or maybe like a rapid fire one or a long beam or something like that. But as far as the range, I just see like some almost like Iron Man with his repulsors, but photon blast. That's how I see it for that. Now for the intrinsic, man, we know that she can energy absorption and she messes with matter and all that stuff. So maybe if an enemy is shooting at you, like an enemy shooting an energy blast or adaptoids or something like that, if you're holding your RT, your intrinsic meter, you can absorb that energy, and either maybe depending on how you set it up for your skill tree, maybe that energy can convert to health, you can heal yourself, or it can convert to ability points. Yeah, there it is. And that can load up certain abilities, you know what I'm saying. I feel like that would be cool. And maybe for enemies that do physical attacks, just punching, maybe you can still, instead of taking that energy for your ability points, maybe you can just pretty much kill them. If they hit you while you're holding RT, you can take their health, something like that, man. With her whole energy absorption and changing matter and doing all this crazy energy stuff with her power, I feel like that would be pretty cool for her intrinsic. Now let's get into the actual abilities, man. For her support, I know for a lot of characters, I said she can heal and regenerate. I said that for She-Hulk, I said that for War Machine. I feel like the same should be said for Captain Marvel, because she can regenerate. But I know support moves don't always have to deal with healing. It can do damage in some cases. So I really don't know a good support for her. You guys always can let me know some other things you can do. I did my research, I looked some stuff up, but a lot of it was just pointing at her regeneration skills and all that. So for right now, I'm just gonna say that she can, if she has her support, it heals automatically 100%. Maybe it can do maybe a damage buff or some extra thing. Maybe it can keep going. You can heal yourself, but that keeps going. So if you're getting hit, your health will just keep coming back until the time runs out. Maybe something like that, since it's regeneration. For her assault, I obviously want to see some type of photon blast. Maybe like how Iron Man has his unibeam. Maybe something like that, but with both of her hands, man, or her arms. She shoots like a long range photon blast beam, to her opponent, something like that you can change up. You can either have a long range one, or you can have a set charge of 3 where you shoot photon blast or something like that, similar to, you know, Black Widow's Widow Bite with photon blast, or like I said, you can have a long range one that just shoots a long beam similar to Iron Man's unibeam. I can definitely see that for the assault. For her ultimate, man, she definitely has to go into that binary form. I definitely expect to see that in the game, especially how I was saying for her intrinsic, you know, how if she can take that energy with the intrinsic, maybe all of that energy can go into her ultimate loading up, you know what I'm saying? And the more energy she collects over time, the faster her ultimate loads up, and she can go back into that binary form, man, and really wreak havoc. Maybe give her a new move set. A lot of her combat can be, you know, flying, throw an enemy in the sky, you know what I'm saying, spin them in a circle in the air or something. You're really going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Hard punches, hard hits. I feel like the sound design for her punches and blast should be OP, man. I really I look forward to see how that's gonna sound. And speaking of her, the look and the glow and all that, we know she can fly. That's definitely something we want to see. I feel like she should be the fastest character we have so far. I feel like War Machine and Iron Man should be fast. I feel like Iron Man should already be faster in game anyway, but Captain Marvel, if she isn't the same speed as Iron Man, she should be way faster, man. And I think that's gonna look very, very cool, man, with her, the trail she creates behind her, looking like a star, man, a great big shooting star just flying through the skies, man. Speaking of flying through the skies, I hope with this expansion, by then we can have certain missions we can do with one character, because I feel like with a character like Captain Marvel, being in space, you know, it's way easier for her, obviously. So hopefully we can have missions you can do with one character, so we can have some Captain Marvel missions similar to like Gallagher or something, where you fly in space with Captain Marvel, shooting enemies, shooting spaceships, you know what I'm saying? I feel like what they don't want to do with this game is make it too big on one character. This is an Avengers game, but with these expansions, similar to how Black Panther is looking, we haven't seen gameplay, but it's looking like a mini Black Panther game. So I'm expecting if Captain Marvel is going to be an expansion, I really am looking forward to that being like a mini Captain Marvel game. So it would be nice if we could have a game mode, a new war zone like that out in space that maybe only Captain Marvel can do, and people like Iron Man or something like that, you know. Hopefully by then, I feel like by then we should have missions we can only do with one character, because I think that is something they said they were working on. So by then I'm expecting maybe this time next year for us to be seeing that expansion, or maybe earlier if they're moving faster with more people coming into the studio. Alright, so now that we got the moveset out of the way, let's talk a little bit about the potential villains we could be seeing with Captain Marvel. Obviously the Kree, man. I hope we could get you know how the Kree sentries are real big, maybe we can get some of the smaller ones, kind of like Adaptoids maybe, but they're the Kree sentries. I feel like that would be a cool addition to the game as a new enemy type, bro. Maybe villains like Ronan the Accuser. I know that's in the movie, but she also had her, you know, in the comics, man. I think she actually had his weapon, or was Ronan for a minute. That would be a cool outfit to see. But I mean, I feel like Ronan as a villain sector would be very, very smooth, you know what I'm saying, on these new locations, how I mentioned earlier, like you know, wherever they were, Nowhere, and all these other space names. I'm not good with the space locations in Marvel. I don't know their names. If you tell me, I can remember them, but off the top, bro, I don't even remember the names of them. But villains like them, I for sure can for sure see being added into this game. It would be cool if we could see some scrolls as well, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they won't be too big of a focus, or like the main villain or plot with her DLC, but it would be cool if we can at least see some of their models, even if it's just like a picture or something, to know that the scrolls are there, and potential could see them later on in some type of, I don't know, Secret War DLC. You know, this is a Marvel game. I feel like anything is honestly possible, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can be added in the game, you know what I'm saying? Another villain, or potential villain, not really a villain, but another connection to potentially another game being created, is Rogue in the X-Men, man. We know Rogue and Captain Marvel had their fight and had their beef. Rogue actually took her power. I think she just took the binary power from Captain Marvel. So it'll be cool if there's a tease to Rogue and the X-Men and mutants in general, you know what I'm saying? Like for the Fantastic Four and Guardians of the Galaxy, I used to say I wish we could get characters in this game, but they definitely deserve their own game, man. Especially the X-Men. So it'll be cool if we can get a tease of something like that. Now, a couple of more villains before we move on I want to talk about is the Absorbing Man and Moonstone, man. These are some characters I bumped into on Marvel.com when it was talking about the villains of Captain Marvel, and I can definitely see those two being in this game, or either or, man, especially with their powers, like Moonstone, you know, having her power actually come from the Kree, and you know, Captain Marvel and her having those battles. Absorber Man is literally absorbing energy, and I think you have this energy based character like Captain Marvel that would be a bigger challenge, you know, for Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel, Thor, you know, Iron Man. With these energy based characters, I feel like Absorber Man would be a pretty smooth villain sector that we have to work around. Pretty sure we can work around it fast anyway, but you know, feel like those two would be in there, especially with Moonstone and the whole connection to the Kree. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to fight another giant Kree sentry again as well, since we know they're there in the future. Well, with Monica and all that coming for the Cosmic Cube, we know they're there, so if that's going to replay out, there's definitely going to be a lot of those giant ones, so that would be cool if we can fight multiple ones, you know what I'm saying, in a new like scenery type mode where we're all fighting, but we're fighting a bunch of giants. I feel like that'd be cool. Or only the flying characters, maybe that could be a part in the story where Captain Marvel, Iron Man, Thor, and who else is coming that might can fly? War Machine, you know what I'm saying? Those characters are up there going crazy fighting these Kree sentries. I feel like something like that would be very smooth. But that's that on Captain Marvel, bro. Really looking forward to it. Like I said, this is probably going to be the last one for now. There's a lot of other leaked characters on the that's been data mined, you know, way back when, but I don't want to make that yet. Like I said, I want to see these characters actually get into the game first before I start moving on to more data mined characters like Mockingbird, which has been might be teased with War Machine with the whole West Coast Avengers, as well as America Chavez that was teased. She hasn't been data mined, but she's actually been teased, you know, in audio files, you know what I'm saying. Quake is another data mine character that had a lot of connections with War Machine, Mockingbird, also the US agent. It would be cool if we could see some Dark Avenger teases in this game as well. But yeah, man, if you look at it on the bright side, if you look at this game with a positive standpoint, man, it can be so good, bro. It's so many ways that they can add these characters, creating new stories, doing some of everything, man. I'm really excited to see this game grow. I definitely feel like it is growing. I feel like Crystal Dynamics, man, it's really the people up top as far as releasing this stuff and letting the devs speak about stuff, because I feel like they're being told what to do. So I'm not mad at none of the devs, man. I feel like they really want to make this game good, but whoever is telling them when to say this and when to do that and when to not do that is the ones that's like, bruh, come on now. I don't know what kind of deals or contracts they got going on, man, but I feel like they should, you know, let them be a little bit more free and let them say some stuff and let us know exactly what's going on. But I feel like they've been doing better and better with the, you know, months going on, and especially getting closer to Black Panther. And you know, when this year is out, I feel like 2022 is going to be a very good year for this game. But I don't know, you guys let me know, man. I mentioned this in the other video, I think, but I do plan on making another series of discussion videos for this game, talking about some of the cosmetics we could see for the characters I've been doing so far. So, you know, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Winter Soldier, She-Hulk, War Machine, and Captain Marvel. If you want to see a video talking about maybe 10 of their cosmetics I can see in this game, maybe we can do something like that. When I say cosmetics, mainly just the outfits. But I'm gonna end this up. This is probably one of the longest ones I've done so far. I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, I'm sorry. You guys always feel free to let me know what you think about it. You guys drop some amazing comments, man, of other characters, like the full freaking moveset and everything, man. I love those comments because it's different for what I'm thinking, and it's just cool, man. I love to see that, man. So yeah, I'm gonna end this up. This was great. I'm gonna get back to Final Fantasy, man. I kind of abandoned that game for a minute so we could drop all these videos. I'm gonna get back to that. More games are going to be coming at the end of August, you know what I'm saying? Black Panther, Kenna, Tales of Arise, Demon Slayer, Guardians of the Galaxy, Horizon Forbidden West, man. We taking over, Road to 5,000. I'm going to end this up, man. If you enjoyed any part of this video, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell so you know when I'm posting, man. Share the content, share the channel, do all of that. I'll see y'all in the next one. It's your boy, SMG. Peace.